Lync was designed very much as a platform rather than just purely a product. Product being something you buy, you use, what it does, you do, what it doesn't do, you live with. Lync as a platform, if you don't like it, you can extend it. And that extension really falls into two broad categories. One is the hardware that you would use to interconnect with Lync. That can include headphones, it can include earbuds, USB sticks. It can include USB phones, as well as full-feature IP phones. I've got a huge range. Microsoft quite wisely stays out of this hardware business, specifies and will validate that something will work, but lets the market drive that. So you've got some great Lync partners out there like Polycom, who has done some wonderful things. So we have this huge range of hardware, but also both the client side and the server side are fully programmable. So if you don't like what you get, you can write your own. There's a company recently who has added a little add-on for Lync, so I can add 4 additional user-defined status in my presence. So instead of saying I'm busy, I'm away, I could say meeting with the managing director, at the gym, in the pub. So I could add to that, add to the client. I can also add to the server. I can add new features to a server. So people like Schlumberger have done some wonderful stuff in the oil and gas. GE have done some stuff in imaging, where they add the Lync pieces with their own software to create a newer, richer application based on Lync. So I see those two pieces of being able to add on software-wise, and secondly, the physical devices. There are a couple of Polycom, amongst others, opportunities here. One nice Polycom bit of hardware is the round table. It basically sits on a table in the round, and it has really 2 features. It's got this camera, which is 360 degrees, so I can see a full panorama of the room, which you can then stretch out, and I can see kind of left to right. I can see everyone in the room. I can see where they're picking their nose. I can see where they're sleeping. I can see where they're engaging. Be careful if you're being taped. And the beauty of that is just plugs in and it works. It's also got a neat feature where several microphones are built into the base. It can do a combination of knowing where the sound is coming from, and then within that do facial recognition to get the face of the person doing the speaking. That's pretty cool technology. But the beauty of that is you can have a round table in a conference room, and you can be able to see who's speaking. They pop up as that active speaker changes, that picture changes, and I can see all the rest of the people in the audience in that conference room. They also have some higher end stuff I have no personal experience with. And then, of course, you then have the whole phone range. And really there's, I guess you'd say, 3 kinds of phones. There's the phone that really isn't a phone, but it's really just a USB device. So I plug it in to my laptop, to my desktop, and Lync client on the computer does all the work, sending the output, the voice, the video, well, the voice typically, out to the USB speaker and gets the microphone from that same device. So we have that's a USB phone. Then you have your more moderate feature phones, which are full IP telephony boxes. They're their own operating system. They log into Lync and give you a very similar experience. And then I can go to the very high end of those. So simple information worker and manager. So I've got a whole range of feature phones. The key thing, if you are going to be buying these, is to remember that not all IP phones work with Lync. So if I have a Cisco phone, that you may not be able to use that. You need to check it, whether that's even possible. So you may end up having to replace those as you go forward. As long as it's been certified, then it should just plug and play.